I'm going to teach you how to shop, how to go grocery shopping for high performance energy and focus. Because I get a lot of questions from people asking, what to eat and what should I buy at the grocery store, what should I leave alone. So there's a few rules that you should take before you even get to the grocery store. The first one is to have a list. I recommend you have a list on your phone so it's there each week when you need to go grocery shopping. Have a food list, because if you have a list, it's easy to stay focused on what you actually need and not get tempted by, candies and snacks and other things in the store that you don't really need, just picking up because it happens to be there. Having a list keeps you focused, that's number one. The second thing is, honestly, if you're an entrepreneur, I believe you shouldn't even be going grocery shopping yourself. Your time is far too valuable, in my opinion, for you to be spending time in the grocery store, walking around. So I recommend either A, using a food delivery service, like we use one called Instacart here in LA. I think Amazon do it and a few other services do it. Get it delivered to your door, save your time, outsource it. If you don't have food delivery, then perhaps get someone else to do the grocery shopping for you. Just create the list for them. So outsource it, save yourself some time. Third, make sure you go to high quality stores. I like to go to stores like Whole Foods, Lassen's, we've got Erewhon here in LA, perhaps Trader Joe's. Tend to stay away from stores like Ralph's, Walmart, just because there's a lot of junk food in there and you don't really want to get tempted by that stuff. Fourth thing, buy organic and eat real food. Remember, human beings were designed to eat foods that grow from the ground, that swim in the sea and the lakes and rivers, that walk around on the earth, fly in the sky, not foods that have been made in the factory. Okay, so make sure you're eating real food. So let's go in to the store and grab a high performance grocery bag, shopping bag. Let's do this. So the first thing you want to go to is the vegetable section. And never eat enough veggies. In fact, about 10 servings or more per day is perfect. So you want to have every fistful is a serving, so 10 of these a day for you. I like to put them in juices, smoothies, but definitely go to vegetables first. That's where your bulk of your shopping is going to be. So in VPFT, veggies, proteins, fats, and tea, the V comes first, that's vegetables. So you want to make sure you're getting lots of different coloured vegetables. We've got greens here, cucumber, we've got different coloured peppers, carrots, beets, more greens. And then we've got some fruits, which will have a little bit of fruit, not too much because of the sugars. So maybe a piece a day is enough. Another key vegetable to get, in my opinion, is definitely some sauerkraut. These are fermented vegetables, which have probiotic fermented, got good bacteria and help your digestive system run. So you'll have better digestion, less gas, less bloating, and more energy, and an improved immune system. So definitely sauerkraut, some type of fermented vegetable, even kimchi, is a must buy. Section, we've got a lot of organic chicken, fresh grass-fed ground beef. Make sure it's grass-fed, make sure it's organic if you're going to buy it. And wild-caught seafood. I'm going to get some wild-caught fish. Perfect. All right. When I'm going for eggs, I want to make sure it's pasture raised, because that means that the hens have been able to walk around and eat bugs. And bugs are good because it increases the nutritional content of the eggs. And you can tell a good egg because usually it's very orange in the yolk, and an egg that's if the hen's been stuck in a cage and hasn't had good food, it's usually very pale. In nature, it's interesting. The more colourful things are, vegetables and food, it tends to be the most nutritious. So pasture raised, organic eggs are definitely the way to go for the most nutrition. So we looked at the P in VPFT. V stands for vegetables, P stands for protein. We're looking at fish, meat, chicken, poultry, any type of meat, eggs. They would be all the proteins. Now we're looking at fats. So we're looking at things like butter, we're looking at things like coconut oil, we're looking at nuts, we're looking at seeds, even avocados, anything that's a high amount of fat. You want to get that in our diet too, because your brain's made out of fat. So the high quality fats you can get, that's great because it's going to help your brain repair and also help build brain cells too. So your brain's made out of fat, important you have high quality fats. So apple cider vinegar, this is a great way to improve your digestion, and also apparently it helps to detox your body. If you've ever got stomach pains, having some apple cider can really reduce them. And also if you've got sugar cravings, having some apple cider vinegar will reduce the sugar cravings too. So definitely keep this in stock. You can even use it as a dressing with some salad. A nice dressing is to mix this with some olive oil as a nice salad dressing. So I always have this in. In fact, I have it every morning just to cleanse my system, to get out any gunk that's been left there overnight. Very good before meals to help you digest your food. So if you do crave sugary things, then a nice alternative is using sweeteners like xylitol and stevia. Now when you're looking for stevia, make sure you look on the back and check that it doesn't have any maltodextrin in. So this does have maltodextrin. You don't want that because a maltodextrin is just pretty much sugars. So it's actually sugar that's made out of corn, I believe. This one's got maltodextrin. A lot of them have. I believe this one doesn't. This one doesn't. So this is actually a good one. It's just got inulin fibers and stevia leaf extract and some silica. So this one's fine. This is like pure stevia pretty much. Just watch out for the maltodextrin, because brands are trying to trick you all the time. Brands are trying to trick you. Now just look behind you. So they've got all these foods that are organic, and you may think that this is healthy food, but the truth is it's not. These foods are full of gluten, which has been shown to cause inflammation in the body, in the brain, give you brain fog, which is not for high performance entrepreneurs at all. That is not good at all. And yeah, it's got like some dried up cheddar cheese. This is called a food product, okay? This isn't real food. You would not find this naturally in nature. It's all been packed together and made in a lab and a factory. So V, veggies, we've got veggies in. P, proteins, we've got proteins in. We've got talked about fats, the coconut oil. Now we've got some other fats. Flax seeds. We've got nuts here, all different types of nuts. Now if you're going to go for nuts, you want to make sure it's organic and raw nuts, because when they roast the nuts, apparently it changes. It can make the nuts more inflammatory in your body, so go for raw nuts. Peanuts aren't actually nuts, they're legumes, and they can cause a lot of inflammation in the body, and they can be high in mold cells as well. So basically, even if you're not allergic to peanuts, they could cause harm to your body. So I tend to stay away from peanuts and recommend my clients do too. Pumpkin seeds, perfect. Sunflower seeds, perfect. Nuts and seeds are really healthy fats. So now we're in tea paradise. the T of VPFT stands for tea, and it's just a great alternative to other drinks. If you get tired of drinking water all the time, tea, so many teas, you could never get bored of tea. There's a world of teas. Teas are like wine. There's so many different varieties. You're bound to find at least one or two that you really enjoy, and it just mixes up the water. So I tend to like green tea. I really like this matcha green tea actually, and this one too. Some organic, nice green tea because it's full of antioxidants in there. But to be honest, you got tea for everything. Just make sure again it's organic, so there's no nasty pesticides found in your tea. And take your pick, enjoy your teas. There's so many. So for carbohydrates, if you're doing a lot of activity or you just know your body does well on carbs, I really like using yams, like sweet potatoes, Swedes, and different types of yams, because there's just a lot more nutrition than, say, rice and pasta, which has got wheat in, which has got gluten in, can cause all types of inflammatory issues, which can make you feel tired, brain fog. Whereas yams, the actual skin has got a lot of nutrition in, and it's slower digesting than regular white potatoes, which means you get sustained energy over time rather than a quick spike and then crash. So definitely recommend sweet potatoes and other types of yams as your main source of carbohydrates.